Hi, I'm Chris, and in this week's tip of the week, I wanted to talk a little bit about how to utilize the practice math questions that you have for both ACT and SAT. So a lot of students, when going through the math questions, will just go through all the math questions that they can, try to do as much as possible, and then as students get more advanced, sometimes they'll focus only on the tougher questions because those come at the end of sections. And if you pick and choose those, you're able to work on some of those tougher questions to get your score up over those higher score thresholds, which is good, but there is a slightly more effective way that we can utilize the math practice questions that we have for both of these tests. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit here. So a couple tips. First of all, when to do the questions. If you're working on some of the easier level difficulty math questions for either SAT or ACT, the best tip that I can give you there is to make sure that you use those questions to practice late at night after, it doesn't have to be that late, but at night after you've finished your other homework. Now what's the point of that? The key there, if you're practicing questions at night after you've finished your other homework, what you get used to doing on those easy questions is you get used to having to pay attention to detail and avoid careless mistakes even when you're mentally fatigued. And that is something that you absolutely need for test day. Now for the hard questions, for these, my recommendation here, you can work on the timing on the easier questions, and as you get more and more comfortable with those, you can go through those quickly. But with the difficult questions, try not to just rush through and answer those questions within the timing recommendations, but take your time when you go through the hard questions. This is really where you're going to have the best opportunity to actually learn new content that will benefit you on the exam. So for SAT and ACT prep, do the easy math questions at night after you've finished your other homework, and do the hard questions in an untimed setting where you can really dedicate yourself to learning how to approach those questions and reinforce those skills on those challenging math questions for these tests. For more, please feel free to check out our other tips of the week, and thanks for watching.